Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch a Movie. I am Mike. Thanks for watching today, and thanks for watching all of our Saw reviews that we've been doing all the way up to Saw 3D, and I am also going to do Spiral and Jigsaw re-reviews on the back end of this. Tonight, 10/3 tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, we are not only going to talk all the spoilers about Saw. This review is spoiler free, but tonight we're doing a spoiler party live where we can talk to you guys about what you thought about the spoilers. We can talk about what we thought about them, and then we're going to tier list rank the entire Saw franchise. It's going to be a party, 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. Make sure you guys are there. As far as this movie goes, I was very scared going into this movie because of the things that I'd been hearing, and I'm on the opposite end of that. There's a lot of hyperbole that goes on these days with movies. You know, if a decent movie comes out, people will come out, the people that got to see it first will just raise those expectations to the moon. Best Saw ever, oh my god, vomit bags, all this. And you know what, the overhype is absolutely real. I will say that first off. I enjoyed the movie, don't get me wrong. It's just that when you watch the trailer for this and then you see people's reactions, you might tell yourself there must be a lot more in that actual movie that trailer didn't really dictate. Like, this is gonna make me kind of, you know, feel something. This is gonna be a little bit deeper than I thought, because people are really blown away by this movie. And you know what it is? It's a well-oiled, well-done Saw sequel, prequel, whatever. And Tobin Bell is amazing in it. That is what I can say. I think this is Tobin Bell's best performance of the franchise, bar none. That I totally agree with. I think the fact that we got to focus on him, and it's weird that they can just go back and do a prequel with this guy at his current age, but the way he was so sick when all this was going on, it actually really fit. I'm not saying he looks sick by any means. I'm just saying the frailty that comes with that kind of worked. And the camera focused on his eyes a lot in this, and they did an amazing job just translating exactly what he was feeling. I don't feel bad for Jigsaw, and that's something we'll get into, but at this point in the movie, you felt bad for the human being in that moment, and he did a really good job of just showing how frail he was, how much pain he was in, without even having to say a lot. This is Tobin Bell's best performance as Jigsaw. That I will say. As far as the rest of the movie, it's an interesting idea, and I think it was a very bright idea to go back and show what pissed him off so badly, what helped start this. We know a lot of the other details about what happens, but this shows him getting the prognosis that he was going to die from cancer, having no hope, and then going to an experimental medical treatment and paying all this money to be duped and have them fake him out, not do anything to him, and still let him pay for it. And then, the trailer says all this, he goes and he gathers all these people up into a warehouse and he goes, fuck you, I'm Jigsaw. Now we're going to do this. And that's kind of the story. I think it's a genius story. I think the treatment for it was like, fucking bravo, dude. What a way to bring back Tobin Bell, to bring back Jigsaw, to put the focus on him, and kind of just way better than the ideas that they had with Jigsaw or Spiral. I love this idea. And I thought that they did a commendable job of doing it. I think that Shawnee Smith's character, Amanda, bringing her back into it, for one, that wig, Jesus Christ, that was awful looking. But I felt less for her than I did before. I've never loved the Jigsaw Amanda relationship. I always thought it was really stupid and cult leader-ish, and it just makes him seem like less of a genius and interesting person and more of just like your basic Netflix fucking cult leader. And they really lean onto that here, especially one moment where they try to make it emotional, and I was rolling my eyes to oblivion. I just was like, the whole relationship between him and Amanda to me is just dumb as hell. And that's just how I feel about that. If you like it, maybe you'll feel something about it. One thing this movie does that I don't like is the fact that they do kind of don't breathe to it up. Like, I feel bad for what happened to him in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel bad for anybody in that. But he's still a fucking murderer, and he still does awful, horrible things. And there's one point in this movie where the movie goes above and beyond to try to just make you be like, he's a hero. And I'm just like, I am not buying it. You know what I mean? Just because he does this one nice thing in this moment, this one selfless thing, I'm like, I've seen him murder a man because he was like, you have high blood pressure and you still smoke, so you should fucking die. You know, I've seen him put kids in peril before, so guess what? Nah, I'm not buying it. And they really do try to force their hand on that don't breathe too style. I'm not looking at this guy as a hero. I can do that when it comes to like Michael Myers or Jason, when you're rooting for them to kill like piece of shit asshole campers in like the deep sequels. But when we're talking about a humanistic element that Saw has that those other movies don't have, I'm not doing it. I'm not rooting for the guy. And then I feel like the very end of it, they really try hard to bring in these twists, and I felt like it was really, really just kind of forced. I felt like there was a lot of shit. Like if one of those dominoes had fell, buddy, this was not going to work out. And I feel that way about a lot of the twists and a lot of Jigsaw's. Like he's basically a fucking mentalist who can predict any human behavior. And I've always felt like we've overdone that. They didn't go back and really, I was hoping if they did twist like that, it would be very much more formidable and believable and plausible. They don't. They go back, and what they do when they start to unravel everything is it's sort of like, yeah, but I mean, seriously, if someone tripped on a shoelace, this wouldn't have fucking happened. So it's a real stretch. It's a real stretchy Dick McGee that you've got me going through here. So I did feel that. I felt like the traps were good. The traps were good. There were some gnarly moments in there. One in particular, holy ballsinis. Enjoy. But, you know, the usual Saw stuff. Pretty much most of the same type stuff we've gotten here. These people did deserve it, yes, because what they did was crooked and fucked up and twisted. I don't see the need for this to be the longest of the series. I felt like it meandered quite a bit. You probably could have cut 15 minutes out of it. Honestly, most of the Amanda stuff, if I'm being honest with you. But that being said, Tobin Bell's best performance as Jigsaw. The traps are all there. The story makes enough sense for it to be a good Saw sequel. I give the movie a 7.0 out of 10. I thought it was a good Saw movie. I think it's being a little bit overblown, but I think it was a decent Saw movie. Definitely worth going in October to see a Saw film in the theater. I would recommend doing it. And yeah, that is my review of Saw 10. Let's talk more about it tonight after you guys have seen it, and we can all just get in a big old Saw trap together and have a big Saw orgy, a big conversation. A conversation. I love your fucking faces, guys. Have a great day.
Here comes that white-faced fucker, an asshole like no other. He's a big old piece of shit. Wants to stab your sister's tits cause he's a white-faced fucker. Loomis can't recover. Dr. Challenge drunk again, sleeping with your sister's friends.
Do you want to know about the darkness?
I said, goddamn.
Goddamn you, faggot!
Halloween never ends, suck my fucking dick, and I don't really care what Blumhouse fucking says. Put him in a box, or suck a fucking cock. You can say he's dead, but we all know he's not, yeah. So let's go trick-or-treating, let's go fucking drinking, let's all go rent Pumpkinhead on VHS.